Hello everyone. This is a strategy, tips and tricks to Call of War. So Call of War is a strategy-based game where you can attack and defend countries, provinces, and build up an empire to basically do what you would do in real war. Now, if you are keeping up with Russia versus Ukraine, especially if you know a thing or two about war, I suggest you play this game. So let's get right into the tips. Okay, tip number one is when you join a new game, pretty much the first thing you should do, if not the first you should do, is either A, join a good coalition that's in your region. Because for this country, Papua New Guinea, if I'm teamed up with Communist China, Nationalist China, South China, Indochina, they can't really get to me really easily. And if the Philippines is attacking me, sure they can invade it, but they can't protect my lands. That's concerning. Even worse if it's like Queensland that attacks me. Once again, no defenses. Okay. Second thing, and this is something I mentioned in the previous video. Make sure to have your defenses surround your island. So right now, I need to put something to make. Okay. So you notice how I made it scatter plots. So like I have one at the edge, and then every two-ish or three-ish provinces, I've got another troops, just because it's important to make sure troops are even around the island. So one side isn't way more upset, it's the other. That's how people know where to attack. Another thing is another thing to know is the best defense is actually offense. Attacking a lot is important in middle game, in early game. Sometimes if you want to go into just um, building troops, and then fighting with manpower alone, okay. But it's better to attack a little bit, build, and then just deploy troops that are already like really good, even if there's not as many. Though I would recommend, if you're looking for a more mobile army, I would recommend the first option. If you're looking for like most armies that just walk in a line into their provinces, so like right now I'm doing the walk in a line into the provinces. This is Borneo, by the way. I would recommend the second option. Right now, since I'm doing this for a challenge, and you haven't seen the shorts already, I'm doing this. I'm trying to see if I can invade a different country every single day, and let's see how long that lasts. Now, next, you have to keep expanding, like without fail. You have to keep expanding because, as you know, the more land you gain, the more money you make, and money is super important. And then obviously, like food and good cities, because like just resources is the biggest constraint in this game. You just don't make enough. Okay, and the last tip for you guys is that if you're surrounded, so most people would ask, should you go invest in air or should you invest in the Navy? And to that, I tell you, here's the thing, it's all situational. If you have at least, if you're a square country and at least 3 of your borders are towards water, I would recommend you invest naval. However, an example of this country would be like South Africa. If only if 2 or less are, I would recommend you go air. And for like island countries, you only go air if you're like Brunei, where or like this part of Central Australia, a part where it's kind of isolated, um, and there's not a lot of things, and you just have a border with something really big like Western Australia or Queensland, in this area. So I thank you guys for watching this video. Um, and please make sure to subscribe and like if you want to get better at Call of War. Um, and if you're interested in Russia versus Ukraine, I think that's an interesting battle. You should subscribe because I'm going to do more videos explaining tactics about what they're doing and somewhat relates to Call of War, and I can apply those into it. And don't forget to keep playing Call of War. Thanks for watching.